Good morning. You're welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform, Facebook Live, brought to you by Trade Invest Trade Academy. I am Dele Ayemibo, and we'll be continuing from where we stopped in our discussion on understanding export market entry strategy. Understanding export market entry strategy. Understanding export market entry strategy. And today we are looking at part 9. Miki Ogbaisi. Thank you very much for joining. Good morning and welcome. We're looking at part 9. Part 9. One of the major challenges that a typical intending exporter face is how to get buyer from abroad. And what we've been trying to do through this platform and this program is to make those information available, such that at the end of the day, you can take an informed decision as to the things you need to do to enter into the export market. So this morning we'll be looking at example of international market question and information requirement. We'll be looking at foreign market assessment and selection. We'll be looking at marketing mix assessment and selection. What objectives should we pursue in the foreign market? What are the best products, place distribution, price, promotional strategy for the foreign marketer? What is the market potential abroad? Are there foreign markets that the company can serve? Who are the firm present and potential customers abroad? What are their needs and desires? Who exactly make the purchasing decision? Who are the people that use the product? How are the products used? How difficult or certain are the government regulations for their firms? How well developed are the foreign mass communication medias? Does the foreign market offer efficient channel for distribution of firms' products? These are questions that need to be answered. And this is with respect to information requirements in the export market. Assessing the foreign market selection. You have different options of foreign market, and you need to take a decision of the one you want to enter. These are critical questions you need to answer. Here is the marketing mix assessment and selection. Which product should the firm offer abroad? At which stage in the life cycle is the product in the foreign market? At what price should the firm sell its product in the foreign market? At what price should the firm sell its product in the foreign market? What should the firm do about the product line pricing? What are the characteristics and capabilities of the available intermediaries? What are the costs of physical distribution? What are the communication needs of the foreign market? Are there foreign laws against competitive advertising? Is there a need for personal selling to promote the product? Or you just work with an agent? What should the nature of the foreign sales effort be? Remember, we are talking about marketing mix assessment and selection. So we are looking at your product, we are looking at the pricing of the product, we are looking at the promotion of the product, we are looking at the delivery of the product. And that's what we're talking about. Which product do you intend to offer abroad? what is the stage of the life cycle of the product in the foreign market? At what price should the firm select its product in the foreign market, sell its product? At what price should you sell your product in the foreign market? That means you have to compare the price currently in the foreign market with yours. Are you competitive enough in the foreign market? What should be the firm? What should the firm do about its pricing? Are you going to enter with competitive pricing, or you are entering just like any other person? What are your strategy in pricing? You can check the series on export pricing and costing to learn more about that. What are the costs of physical distribution? What are the communication needs of the foreign market? Is there any law against your advertisement being competitive? Doing competitive advertising, is it against the law of that land? Do you have need for personal selling? What should be the nature of foreign sales effort? Now, in assessing the market, there are some other opportunities you can find right there on the internet. Other opportunities you can find right there on the internet. There are a lot of internet sources available for you. One of the major sources of information for international market that took off since 1990 and continue to expand in the 2000s is the internet. Some of those questions I've asked, you'll find the answer right there on the internet. The internet provides instant access to global data online, which are mostly accurate and more often than not up to date. Data are available and are useful to companies which are able to evaluate those data efficiently and effectively. Some of the data are specific for countries, some are specific for market, some for mode of entry, depending on what you are looking at. For example, we have the global trade data. Global trade data. And you will find that on this website. So what I will do this morning is to put some of this website right there for you. Look at this website. It's one of the most vital and important websites you ever meet. I just drop it on the chat. Very, very important website. Very, very important website. You know, some of these websites are so vital that if you know how to use them, you'll be able to get so many information from those websites. The challenge more often than not is the fact that many do not even know such websites exist. Talk less of being able to benefit from what the website offers. Many do not know that such a website exists in the first place. Very unfortunate. But what we are trying to do here is to make those information available for you. For you to now know that such a website exists where you can get so many information. So many information. You'll be amazed at the degree of information available for you on the internet. For example, the one I just posted now, talking about the atlas.media.edu. If you get to that website analyzes different countries. It looks at their import, it looks at their export. And this is for different countries you can imagine. Looking at their import, looking at their export, looking at the volume, looking at different products. Different products. There's another one. It's a useful site for locating source for Asia Pacific businesses. And this website has links to a lot of other information. Links to a lot of other information, much more than you can imagine. Olubanjo Ebenezer, thank you very much for joining. Good morning. Henry Betchina, thank you very much for joining. Good morning. Diana, I don't guess it. Thank you very much for joining. Good morning. Amuta Andu, thank you very much for joining. Good morning. Long time. Adeni Ranchedo, thank you very much for joining. Good morning. So you have this one is called asiansource.org. 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 asiansource.org is a site that covers various types of information about countries in Asia, their economy, and other sources of statistics, news, business resources, and map. Then you have another one for Malaysia. If you are trying to go into Malaysia, it's called the Malaysia Information Network. Malaysia Information Network. Malaysia Information Network. There is one, this one is for the world, it's called the FITA.org. This is the website for Federation of International Trade Association. Federation of International Trade Association. FITA.org. FITA Global Portal is the source for international import-export trade leads. Federation of International Trade Association, FITA.org. You have another one. Here is FITA.org. That's FITA.org. Let me get another one. This one now is for Europe. Europe. It's called the Euro Guide. Euro Guide. A gateway to website which contain information about European Union, an information guide to the language culture of the people. Then you have the europa.eu. The portal site of European Union provides up-to-date coverage of European Union affairs and essential information on European integration. You'll be amazed at the information you'll find on some of these sites because of the value they have. The information they provide for you about the countries, but more importantly, the regulatory issues. More importantly, the regulatory issues. More importantly, the regulatory issues. You can always check them out at your convenience. There's another one for Japan. It's called JETRO. JETRO is the Japanese External Trade Organization. It's a Japanese-led related organization that promotes trade and investment, provide market information, business opportunity, statistics, and surveys from the Japanese government. Ella, thank you very much for joining. Good morning and welcome. So there's so many other information available online. If you are also looking at Australia, you can consider this one. But out of all the sites I've dropped this morning, the one that is so dear to my heart, is the one on atlas.mit.edu. Whenever I need to do very important search on different export requirements, different export issues or export products in the world, I don't joke with their website, the website called the atlas.mit.edu. Another one you want to consider is statistic. It's called the statistia.com. 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 You might also want to check this one out. It's called the World Top Export. It's called the World Top Export. world top export. You can use this to compare countries, know exactly what different countries are doing. Adolphus, thank you very much for joining. Good morning. Know exactly what different countries are doing at different points in time. Now, I've dropped all this information just to help you understand that, look, there are a lot of information out there for you. What you need to do is to then research, to get this information, sift the information, and be able to do your research effectively. So you can then know, I'm going into a market. Does this market buy my product? If they do, what volume do they buy? Who are the people that buy it in that country? What do they use it for? What are the market segments that buy it in the country? Which of these market segments am I targeting? What should be my offering to them? How should I package the product for them? When I'm going to reach them, what should I tell them? How do I reach them? Where are they? Who can I partner with in that country to be able to reach them? These are very important, vital information you want to consider to be able to enter into those countries. This is extremely, extremely, extremely important. The challenge many have had is, I want to get into the export market. I don't know how to get into the export market. Now, I can tell you that you really do not have reasons or excuses to not be able to have access into the export market. Why? Information are available. We are on the part 9 on the understanding export market entry strategy. And we are not likely going to finish anytime soon, because there are so many other information available that I still want to share with you on how to enter into the export market. So many information, so many information, so many information, so many information that you want to explain entry into the export market. Remember, I mentioned the other time that in entering into the export market, there are different modes of entry. An international market entry mode is an institutional arrangement necessary for entry of a company product, technology, and human and financial capital into a foreign market. So the international marketer, different entry mode represent varying level of control, commitment, involvement, and risk. Depending on your level of control you want to have on your market, level of commitment, level of investment, level of risk, that determines how much the kind of modes you want to explore. A study of how interaction of opportunity for control and firm capability of managing risk moderates the amount of risk that manager perceives to be present with various entry mode strategy. Various entry mode and strategy they want to explore in entry to that market. And about 3 different modes have been identified by different authors. 3 different modes. Number 1, export mode. Number 2, partnership mode. Number 3, investment mode. Number 1, export mode. Number 2, partnership mode. Number 3, investment mode. The study of US firm entering Japanese market shows that the manager in the lower capability firm saw the least risk in entry mode, whereas those in higher capability firms saw the least risk in joint venture mode. Depending on the perception of individual, some see export mode as most beneficial, some see partnership mode as more beneficial, some see investment mode as more beneficial, depending on your perspective and what you are looking at. Let me explain each of them. Number 1, the export mode. Number 2, the partnership mode. Number 3, the investment mode. Number 1, the export mode. For the export mode, practically staying in my country and producing in my country and then shipping abroad. I stay in my country, I remain in my country, and then produce in my country and then ship abroad. In doing this, there are 2 options available for me. And this is called the home country production. Home country production. In home country production, I have direct export and indirect export. Direct export and indirect export. For the indirect export, I can do what is called the cooperative export. As a company, we do a lot of cooperative export. What is a cooperative export? Individual company come together, put product together, and ship together under one name. That one name can be a member of that cooperative or can be outside. They don't need to register a cooperative to do this. They just do it together, and it's called cooperative export. Cooperative export is so important and extremely vital for the survival of SMEs in Nigeria and Africa. If the export is going to, SME manufacturers and producers and agro-processors are going to survive in Nigeria and in Africa, we must embrace cooperative export. We must learn to come together and be able to ship products together. We must learn to come together and be able to ship products together. If we fail to do this, this will define our misery, this will define our failure, this will define our slow growth and inability to penetrate the export market. This one that people just want to do everything their own, I'm the one that suffer my raw material, I'm the one that produce my packaging, I'm the one that manufacture the good, I'm the one that package the good, I'm the one that weigh it, I'm the one that that market it, I'm the one that export it. It's not going to work. You are not going to grow that way as a small business. A big business can easily create a department to handle this. But you as the CEO, if you want to do all this yourself, that will be very, very challenging. That will be very, very, very challenging. Very, very, very challenging. Indirect export. Under indirect export, we also have home-based agent, country agent, home country-based agent. Now, I can work with an agent who is in Nigeria, but is representing different buyers abroad. But he is here. But he's representing people abroad. And what does he do? He basically connect, keep sourcing for suppliers and connecting them to buyers abroad. Sourcing for suppliers and connecting them to buyers abroad. This is one thing that Nigerians abroad can do for Nigerians at home. This is one thing that Nigerians abroad can do for Nigerians at home. Stay right there abroad and sourcing for buyers for Nigerian products. Staying right there abroad and sourcing for buyers for Nigerian products. That would be home country agent. So I'm an exporter, I'm here, and I have access to representatives of buyers here in Nigeria who connect me to those buyers abroad. Then I have the home country-based merchant. Anytime I mention merchant and agent, always remember the difference between merchant and agent. A merchant buys from me and pay me, and then decide what he does with the product. An agent helps me to source for people that will buy from me and earn an income through commission, either from me as an exporter or from the buyer. Either from me as an exporter or from the buyer, but he earns a commission. He doesn't have money to buy from me. He only earns a commission. He only earns a commission. Indirect export. Indirect export. Indirect export. Like I said, we have the cooperative organization under indirect. We have the home country-based agent. And then we have the home country-based merchant. The merchant buys from me in Nigeria. He buys off me. So as a company, for example, we sometimes do cooperative export. Sometimes we do home country-based agent. And sometimes we do home country-based merchant. We actually do a lot of indirect export as a company. 3 Impulse Trade Logistics can act as a merchant, buy from you, and then ship it out. Or, instead of buying from you and shipping it out as an home country-based merchant, we can actually act as agent. We help you ship out, and then they pay you, and we earn a commission. Or, we aggregate from different people together, and then ship out for them. Then we now have the direct export. In direct export, The exporter is shipping directly abroad. Is handling the logistics abroad. Is handling every other thing abroad. It's one working through an agent. It's not working through a merchant, working through any middleman. He is dealing directly abroad. Now, he can do this directly if it's a small business, or he can actually get an home country-based export marketing department. This export marketing department can be what is called the export management company, or a subsidiary I register for the purpose of only exporting. If I am a manufacturer, I can register a new subsidiary that the only thing they do is to export. Look for buyers and export. Under the direct, there is what is called overseas-based distributor and agent. Overseas-based distributor and agent. How does this work? The overseas-based distributor and agent will simply buy from me and resell abroad. So I can ship it to my distributor. I can ship it to my agent. A distributor is a merchant. He's going to buy from me and resell. An agent simply connect me to buyer on the other side. There is home country based agent under indirect. There is the overseas based agent under the direct. This agent is also not buy from me, connect me to a buyer and earning an income abroad. I can also have overseas travel sales agent. This is an agent, my staff, overseas sales travel staff. I ship abroad, but the person that sell it is my staff. So when I ship, my staff fly into that country and then look for buyer for that product. Even before the product arrives, overseas travel sales staff. Then there is overseas sales subsidiary. Overseas sales subsidiary. Overseas sales subsidiary means I partner with a company abroad. We both register the company, both having interest in that company, and both of us in that country are able to. So when I ship to that sales subsidiary. We are partners. He will clear the goods and then sell, and I have an interest in that company. But I can also have overseas sales branch. If it's an overseas sales branch, that simply means that I set up a branch. I own it 100%. In overseas sales subsidiary, I don't own it 100%. In overseas sales branch, I own it 100%. I own it 100%, and I get a staff, hire a staff for that, and that branch is one that clear and sell it in the export market. Then I can have storage or warehousing facility overseas. There's a woman in Delta State that sells Gary in the UK, and this is where you operate. Storage and warehouse facility overseas. It will ship the good abroad, have a warehouse set up abroad. His agent will clear and put it in that warehouse. His buyers will come and pick up the goods in that warehouse. Her buyers, rather, come to pick up the goods in that warehouse. So we have looked at different marketing channels, different options available under export mode. Under export mode. I will come back in the evening today by 6 p.m. to talk about the partnership mode, and then I will talk about the investment mode. I'll talk about the partnership mode, and I'll talk about the investment mode. Thank you very much for listening again this morning. This is Import Export Platform Facebook Live from 3D Impressive Academy, and my name is Dele Ayemibo. See you in the evening by 6 p.m. and have a great day at work. Bye for now.